Y'all be like, hey guys, it's Sam. So today's video is so exciting because I'm going to be doing a how to start a YouTube channel for 2017. Okay, so I'm just going to basically go over what I feel like I've learned in the past 3 years of doing YouTube and what I think you guys should know. This is in no way, shape, or form me being like, this is how to get YouTube famous. Because like honestly, number one, I wouldn't know how to do that because I'm not YouTube famous. And number two, you don't want to be in it for the wrong reasons. Not only is that going to waste your time because there's a chance that you couldn't get famous off of YouTube, but like it's not great morally. I said that also weirdly, but just like don't do it to become like famous or like rich or something like that, because that's definitely something that might not happen. Alright, so let's just talk about how to start your channel and all that fun stuff, and then we'll get into like lighting and editing. I will also do like in-depth videos of like how I edit my videos and just stuff like that if you guys want to see that, but I'm just going to kind of like overview everything today. When it comes to making your channel, choose a username or like make a username that is something that is about you. It's memorable, but it's not like weird. I suggest just putting your name in it. Honestly, I just really like usernames that are just a name. It's a lot easier for me to not understand, but like remember. My username used to be the Beauty Blabber XOXO, which was quite a mouthful, but I included beauty in there because that's what I wanted my channel to be about. And I blabber, I guess, I don't know, but now I just switched it to Samantha Martin for two reasons. Number one, I just feel like that flows better, and number two, it seems a little bit more professional when you're speaking to brands. Instead of them addressing you as like the Beauty Blabber XOXO, they address me as Samantha. Now that you have your username picked out, you want to make a banner now. This is really, really important. There are so many tutorials on YouTube of how to make a banner. But basically, you just go to a website called PicMonkey. That's something that a lot of people use to edit their thumbnails and their banners. It's really easy. It's pretty self-explanatory. When you first start off, you don't want to like make a crazy banner because that's going to take a lot of time and work. But once you get more comfortable using that website, you'll be able to make better thumbnails, better banners, all that kind of stuff. Just I suggest making a custom one. And now the next thing is your first video. Okay, your first video is something really important and really special to you. My first video was my partner stunting video. I used to do cheerleading. That's what this channel was actually going to be about. It was going to be like beauty and cheer, but right as like a couple months into my channel I wound up quitting cheer, so yeah. So obviously that didn't take off, but I definitely suggest trying to focus on one thing. I'm happy that that didn't work out because I feel like half of my audience would be for cheer and then the other half would be for beauty, and people would be mad if I uploaded a beauty video rather than a cheer video. You know what I'm saying? So just definitely stick to one thing. Beauty and fashion is probably the most common channel. At least, no, it's probably also like gaming and stuff. These channels are like crazy popular. There are so many of them, but there's also a big audience. I used to be subscribed to basically every single beauty group there was, and now there's really no need for that. So it's harder to grow as a beauty channel now than it ever was, but that just means you have to keep on being creative and thinking of new ideas and good ideas and just keep working on your channel. Don't expect to get subscribers overnight. Don't expect to get famous. Don't like expect any of these things. Just go into it and have fun. Now we are going to talk about video ideas. So a lot of people suggest like starting off with like a really popular video, but I actually don't. I suggest starting off with something not necessarily not popular, but something kind of more basic rather than like a morning routine or a night routine. The reason why is because there are so many night routines and so many morning routines that if yours isn't as good of quality, people aren't going to watch or subscribe to yours more than likely. So I suggest you do a couple videos, get more used to filming, get more used to editing, and then do a video like a morning routine. So now we're going to talk about what I film with, what I use, and my equipment, my background, all that kind of stuff. So I use a Canon Rebel T3i. You can no longer buy these, at least not from Canon, but you probably can buy them on like eBay or something like that. I love this camera. It's great. One thing I don't like is that it doesn't autofocus. I wish it did because I have to like make sure I'm in the correct place when I go to film it. It's a little bit difficult. It can be a little bit annoying, but honestly, I really love this camera. It's exactly what I need for right now. I also use a lens on my camera. I think it is the 50 millimeter. I can't say that. Wow, okay, what? Alright, it is the 50 millimeter lens, and I'm not sure how much it was. It wasn't crazy expensive, but it is just a one-point focus lens, so you can't move it. It only can focus at 50 millimeters. But there's also like a kit lens, which is right there on my floor. I'm not going to go grab it because I would get out of focus, but it's a good lens. I like it. It's nice. You can zoom in and stuff. So yeah, I would just suggest the kit lens if you're first starting out. A lot of YouTubers use like Canon Rebel series or like a Canon 60D. Obviously, those are expensive. I'm not going to sit here and like be like they're super cheap. They're not. A DSLR is going to cost you a pretty good amount of money. But honestly, I think people underestimate the quality of an iPhone. Truly, I started filming on my iPad, and then I got a camera for Christmas, and so that definitely helped me a lot. But it's really not bad to film on like your phone or something like that. Everyone starts somewhere, and if you start on your phone, it's really not a big deal. There's a ton of tutorials on how to edit on your phone that you might enjoy. I don't know how to do it, but you guys can definitely find those. Okay, so lighting. I am using my ring light right now. I'm in love with this. This is the first time I've ever used it. I'm kind of still getting used to it and like the lighting and stuff. It's crazy bright. It's like insane. I feel like I'm going blind. But, I mean, I love it. A lot of people use ring lights. You definitely don't need a ring light. I also have studio lights that I use. I just didn't use them today because I kind of feel like that would be a lot of light on me, but that's really good if you're doing like a shot of something bigger, not just something like your face. Studio lights are great. I do suggest lighting at some point. You definitely don't need to get it now, but it's not crazy expensive. The reason why I suggest it is because it can get really annoying if you have to film at specific times each day, especially if you're trying to balance school or work or something. It's gonna get in your way because like a lot of times you're going to school during the day or you have work during the day, so that means you would literally have to film right after school or work if you want to get any daylight, especially during the winter. So I definitely love having, you know, lighting to help me with that. But if you're just starting your channel, don't worry too much about it. So I use iMovie to, no, wait, crap. Okay, so I use Final Cut Pro to edit. You can also use iMovie. iMovie is great. I think people don't give iMovie enough credit, but I really like it. And there's a lot of plugins that you can get from like different YouTubers who do plugins, if that makes any sense. Like wait, what? I can't say it. Gabriella Murray. She does a lot of plugins. Her channel is great. There's also a few other YouTubers who do plugins as well that you can just learn how to do. They're really easy. They're not hard at all. So I definitely suggest something like that for editing. Editing was something that I used to hate, but now I love editing. I think it's so much fun, especially if I'm doing more of like a fun type of video rather than just like a sit down talking type of video. Now we're going to touch on something that I feel like a lot of people do not talk about, and that is networks. If you don't know what a YouTube network is, there are things like Awesomeness TV, Style Hall, Studio 71, Full Screen, I don't know if Full Screen's a network, Broadband TV, that's all I can think of right now, but there are definitely quite a few networks. A network is basically someone that will help you grow your channel, I guess, and they basically manage you a little bit. It's not as good as like having a manager, like a social media manager, but it's kind of cool because you feel like a part of like a community. I do not suggest joining a network. I used to be with Style Hall. They were great, they were fine, but I just feel like they took too big of a cut of what I was making, and I wasn't making a ton when I was with them. So taking any cut of what I was making was a lot, and it was just, I didn't really feel like they did a lot for me. I know they do a lot for their bigger creators. That's how a lot of networks are. They'll send people to different events, or they'll give them managers, and that's great, but I just don't really feel like it's going to help out a smaller YouTuber. So sorry guys, I know that kind of sucks, but it's just one of those things that a network's not going to be the best, and I feel like a lot of people don't tell you that because they're in a network and they don't want to look bad, but I don't know. I don't really suggest a network, especially if you're just starting a channel. Alright, I feel like I kind of touched on everything I could think of. Let me know down below if there are any more specific things you would want to see, like how I edit my videos or how I edit my thumbnails, stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you subscribe down below, I'm getting so close to 10,000 subscribers, and that has been my goal ever since I started YouTube, so I think that'd just be really neat if I could get there. That'd be so cool. So, and my birthday is coming up. It is Saturday, the 21st, January 21st, just in case you're watching this at a different time. But I don't know, I think that'd be a really good birthday gift. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for all the love, all the support, and just all the great things you guys do for me. I get so sappy, but I don't know, I just like, I love this. I love doing this. This is so much fun. Thank you. Ugh. Oh wait, I also forgot to be yourself. Okay, thanks. Bye folks. Alright, love you guys so much. Bye. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 ba-da-dum. Where's my stick? I had a stick. Where's my stick? There it is. Wait, found it. It's all for this, guys. Hey guys, it's me, Samantha Martin from my YouTube channel, and you're watching YouTube. That hit my TV. I used to be like really flexible, and now I can only do this. Okay, now time to take the thumbnail pic. Ow! Shoot! That hurt! Ow!